Hey guys, my name is William. In today's video, we're going to go over the fastest way to make money with Google My Business SEO. That's right, the fastest way to make money with Google My Business SEO.
It's easy to see when you look at me.
All right, so what we're going to go over today is not just something that I'm just randomly spewing out and have no knowledge of, or I have no experience with, or have never done myself, but it's actually about a year ago. If you've been in any of my classes and I talk about this, I took my agency from 4 people to where we are at now, where we're adding hundreds and hundreds every month. Okay. And I did it by this exact method, which is simply organic outreach. Organic outreach. What do I mean by organic outreach? So I have a couple of questions for you. Is your Facebook profile optimized? Well, what do you mean by optimized? So if you don't know what an organic Facebook profile should look like when it's optimized, head over to my profile and take a look. This is what an optimized profile should look like. I have a call to action. If you click on this, you see a link over here. It goes over to Linktree, which goes over to my current offer that I'm trying to push. It could have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different things, or just one thing, right? Then if you look on everything right here, my offer is once again here. Everything on my website or on my Facebook page is all about, business. Nothing really that personal, different events, different information, stuff like that, right? I'll throw in some personal stuff like I'm going outside or whatever, but not a whole lot of, some engagement post stuff like that. And the reason for that, and the fastest way to get money, which a lot of people have talked about, but is to go into SEO groups. You get a list of your top 5 SEO groups, and this is what I did over a year ago, which took me from where I was at. Within 3 months, I went from 4 clients to about 50, 60-ish clients, something like that. And I did it by this method. First, optimize your Facebook profile. Have an opt-in, which is what I just showed you with my link. It could be an ebook. It can be a free report. It could be a free audit, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to go into these groups and we're going to look for questions. People asking questions like this, talking about static sites and deploying them. And I'm going to answer their questions. And why am I going to do that? Because what's going to happen, because people are socially engineered to do it, they're going to say, well, who's this dude down here that answered me? And they're going to click on your name. And if they click on your name, for example, with this guy, his whole profile, nothing's optimized. Nothing. Doesn't tell me what he does. Doesn't tell me what he's about or anything. So even if he was someone that wants to work with clients for SEO, he's not going to get them, because he's not answering questions. You go into groups, you optimize your profile, you have an opt-in, use Linktree if it was me, okay? And then after you do that, make a spreadsheet of the top SEO groups on the web, right? Once you do that, go in and answer questions. Key factor, you answer their question, but you also leave an open-ended question. So if their question, for example, like the one we'd seen here, let's go through here again. Do you know a software that can create static sites? You would answer, tell them, say, matter of fact, I do, Dan, and you tag him. Tag him meaning you put @ Dan, and you choose him from here, his name, and tell him, say, as a matter of fact, Dan, a great software would be da da da. It's the one I use. Or tell him about the software, and then say, hey, Dan, let me know if I can help you with any other questions. Or, hey, Dan, do you have any other questions? Get them to engage with you. By doing that, you're going to break the Facebook algorithm. The algorithm on Facebook is meant to keep people there talking as if you're at a party. You're not there to advertise. You're there to talk and communicate and socialize, okay? And then once I do that, they're going to start clicking on my profile. The more you do that, the more people are going to know you, the more people are going to be drawn to you, and you're not going to have to go, I hate these. It's come inbox, PM, DM. All these are signs for scam, scam, scam to me, okay? And then what's going to also happen is as you start going into these top groups that I have a spreadsheet of, you're going to see something. And it's going to be this. You're eventually going to be known in that group as the local SEO dude, right? Or expert, or someone to turn to, someone that can help people. And then what will happen is sometimes the admins, such as me, we have the largest local SEO group on Facebook, almost 102,000 members. And what will happen is someone like me will say, hey, if you want to do free audits for people in the group, drop an image, drop something that says, hey, who wants a free audit? I allow for anyone to do that, you know, especially when you're giving value. And a lot of actual group owners, some of them will allow you to do that, some of them won't. But overall, you can go in there and organically engage with people and get clients. It is the fastest way to make money with Google My Business. It is the fastest way to get clients. If you will do that, I promise you, if you do that for 30 days, every day like I used to, I would spend about 8 hours a day just going in there engaging. And within 3 months, I had around 60 clients, okay? Now we get 200 plus clients every month, day in and day out. We went from barely making it to now we're making 7 figures. So that's, you know, that was my process to getting clients to pay me. It's the fastest way to do it is going to be through Facebook. And then you always, the other thing is when you have your opt-in and it goes here. So for example, it goes here. You want your opt-in, wherever it's leading them to capture their email address. Because if you capture their email address, then you can use things like ActiveCampaign and some other email responders to put them in your system and therefore start sending out information to them. I hope this was informative for you guys, and hopefully you learned something about how to make the money with Google My Business and the fastest way to make Google My Business money. If you have any questions, also make sure to comment below and ask me for my spreadsheet regarding the top SEO groups in Facebook. Comment below and I'll give you my spreadsheet and say, hey, William, give me the spreadsheet so I can start making money on Google My Business. You guys be blessed.
I have so many SEOs that hate me and say that I'm stealing their methods. They bitching and cry, labeling me SEO Black Hat. Was a nobody, now I'm at the top. Most wanted, most loved, bad business owners, and hated by most SEO opponents. You think you're an SEO god, but you're an SEO fraud. Guess I'm the SEO devil, shouting fuck the SEO guys. White hat SEO doesn't make sense, going with the goody goodies. Up in heaven dressed in white, I like black Timbs, I like black hoodies. Fake SEOs up there probably have me on some real strict shit.